Nina Mossa, and I live in southeast Minneapolis. And I had a car accident in December 2009, and I was at Regent's Hospital, then at Courage Centre, not able to return to my job as a literacy coach in the St. Paul Public Schools for new immigrants, the School for New Immigrants. And a major issue, I think, is that as I get better cognitively, and I'm more increasingly aware of the reality of the brain injury, it becomes much more of a personal kind of issue. It's very distressing. As you get cognitively better, you're more aware of the reality of it, and that's very, very difficult to handle. So, that I wanted to say. The other thing that I have a problem with is, here am I talking with my British accent, and people unfortunately assume because I sound British, I'm fine. Obviously smart, because I'm sounding British. Everybody's seen any movies, they already assume fine. But no, I'm not. The British accent doesn't do a thing. Okay, in terms of any major problems that I think I have, I think one of the major ones is multitasking. And I think maybe everybody has some problems with it, but for me, and I think for other people with brain injury, it can be more of a problem. For instance, if I'm cooking something and the telephone goes, and I know I need to answer it, and it's an involved conversation, I may forget that I'm cooking. So the stove may burn. So similarly, if I'm cooking and if I'm doing laundry, and if something's meant to come out of the dryer quickly to get hung up, those are things that I forget. So those are kind of little practical things that are difficult to do. In terms of my job, I couldn't possibly have returned to my job as a literacy coach. Fortunately, I was in my final year of teaching, so that I could have taught one more year as a literacy coach, but I certainly could not have continued with that. I used to observe teachers and focus on them. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to listen and remember, no matter how many notes I took, and then to be able to report back to them either verbally or with a report. All that was just beyond me. Other practical things that are now things that I can't do. I'm driving again, but I don't drive on the freeway, and I don't drive at night, and if somebody is with me, I don't talk. I took driving instruction from the Courage Centre, and those were the recommendations that they made. So that's, I think, something. In terms of, the last one, the solution, I would say that the legislature should take on making sure that they keep and increase funding for disabilities related to brain injury. The increase in funding actually adds to the value in the society of these people. It decreases their dependency. And seeing that people with brain injury can be an asset and can speak to the need for funding, do not cut off support or financial or other practical help to people with brain injury that helps them to improve. And thank you for listening.